Hello, everybody. This is RC Woods coming solo, but not really, with the Smoking Guns podcast. My two podcast brothers, Leo and Philip, aren't here today. But today we're having a very special episode, being that it's Women's National Month or National Women's Month. I'm really pushing bringing on some special guests. Yesterday we had Miss Stephanie and we had Miss April from the San Antonio Gunslingers. And today we have three members of the Six Shooters. I'm so excited.
Woo!
You have pom-poms? What do y'all have?
I got, look, I came prepared. Look.
Oh, yay! Cowbell. I love it. So we'll start going around. We'll start with, I'm going to see if I can get her name right. Malin?
Malene.
Okay, Malene. And just kind of introduce yourself and tell us how you got interested in wanting to try out for the Six Shooters.
Hey everyone, my name is Malene Montemayor. I am currently a student at A&M San Antonio. I have pretty much been dancing my whole life, and after high school, I kind of wanted to get into the pro dance world. And so when I found out about the San Antonio Gunslingers and their six-shooter dance team, I was immediately intrigued and started looking up ways on how I could audition, what the tryout process is like. I went to a few prep classes, and then I ended up trying out and making the team. And so here I am now.
Yay! And I was one of the judges. Yay!
Yay!
So I'm assuming that I voted for you. Of course I did, because you're here, right?
Yes.
Okay, Michelle, you want to go next?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle Rubio Garcia. I'm originally from Laredo, Texas, and this is actually my first year in San Antonio.
Okay.
And I relocated for a full-time dance teacher position at one of our local high schools. And I really wanted to also, like Malene, just jump into pro dance. I have been a director for a long time, too long. I don't want to like age myself, but a while now. And I miss performing for myself. So when I was looking at the programs around the area, I actually just felt very called by the branding of the Six Shooter social media. I got to give a lot of credit to the Gunslingers organization for supporting Six Shooters the way they are. And they've really set things up from a branding standpoint. So it was a very attractive program. It was seeming like it was attracting a lot of top talent. And I like to be where top talent is. So I looked into it similarly, and I attended prep classes, and I did the whole shebang. I actually had another audition I was considering that kind of overlapped with this one. And when I went to the first prep class for Six Shooters, I kind of knew in my gut that this was the organization that I wanted to go with. So I kind of forgot about that other audition and came here, and it's been a blessing ever since. I feel very privileged to be a Six Shooter.
Well, thank you. And Emily?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Yule, and I'm also a rookie this year on the Six Shooters. And a little bit about my dance background. I've been dancing since I was probably like 8 or 9, so like 4th or 5th grade. And then ever since then, or I've been in studio since then. And then I also danced in high school. I also danced in college, and I just graduated college in December. And, I was ready to hang up the boots. I was ready to retire. But, moving back to San Antonio, I was like, man, I don't know if I want to let go now. And kind of moving back to San Antonio, I saw the Six Shooters and the Gunslingers on Instagram, actually. And that definitely intrigued me. And I was like, well, I still have the ability to dance, and I would love to while I still can. So I'm so excited and happy to be able to have made the team and be in such a amazing group of women that just love to dance as well.
Just a little bit of history. So I've been doing the podcast for about 6 years, and I've been covering different football leagues throughout the 6 years. And I do a segment called Mom to Mom, where I interview the players' moms. And so with that, I've really seen how these players started very young, and their dream was obviously to become a professional football player. And I see a lot of those attributes in all three of you, and a lot of the girls who have tried out and are on the Six Shooters. They all have a dream, and, it doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter, how long you've been doing it. You still have that dream. So, Malene, tell me, what are your dreams besides just being a Six Shooter?
So I plan on going into the real estate world after college. I am currently getting my bachelor's in marketing and plan on
Mhm.
using that towards my real estate career. Both my parents are in the real estate industry, so I've kind of been
Ooh.
around it my whole life. And
Uh-huh.
just seeing where it's taken them and all the amazing things that, like, all the doors it's opened up for them, I just want to be able to have doors open up like that for me. And so I plan on doing that in the future, and I'm super excited. And I also just love staying involved in San Antonio. And so, I mean, everyone's a realtor nowadays. So I plan on using my marketing degree to help better market myself to my community as well.
Oh, that's nice. Are you gonna have like one of those shows like $1 Million California Mansions, you know?
Hopefully, I mean, you never know.
You never know. You gotta aim high, right?
Yes.
And Michelle, same question. What's your aspiration? What's your dream?
Well, I've been dancing for a long time as well, since fifth grade as well, just like Emily. But I never thought I was going to get a full-time dance teacher career. I actually have always directed on the side and then taught another area. I've been a career educator my whole life, but I'm originally a communication major. So
Mhm.
to be here at this point, it is a dream. I'm living a dream right now, speaking to you, working where I am,
Mhm.
and I'm just kind of living in that moment. And then eventually, once I complete my PhD in communication, which I'm working on, I'm just leaving it in God's hands. I foresee that I'm going to eventually do consulting for leadership and kind of
Mhm.
nurture executive leaders, or perhaps, student leaders. I see myself involved in the leadership section and developing human capital. So I'm really excited for what the future holds.
Well, that's great. Now, I do remember because I was one of the judges that at the end of the tryouts, I believe you said a prayer and then you passed out prayer cards. Is that correct, Michelle?
Yeah, yes, ma'am, I did.
What's your favorite verse or from the Bible? Not to
For
put you on the
me,
spot.
no, it's okay. It's Colossians 3:23, which states roughly, right? There's different versions, but
Mhm.
basically do everything you do like if you're working for the Lord and not for man. So
Mhm.
everything that I do, I try to do at a high level. And as much as people, give me a lot of credit and I'm very grateful for it, I always try to pivot the credit back to our Lord, because to God be the glory, right? He's
Thank you,
opened a
Jesus.
lot of doors.
Well, I just want to, I'm trying to read here. Justin says, awesome. Do you know what Justin?
I do
Emily?
know a Justin.
Okay. All right. Well, he's saying hello. Said you're doing awesome. So Emily, about the same question. What are your aspirations? What are your dreams?
Yes, so I just graduated in December with a major in strategic communications, and I actually just started in a new position, moving back home, and I'm a digital marketing coordinator. And so basically, what that entails is I do social media all day. So,
Okay.
yeah, and that's kind of been something that I was drawn to in like college. And I actually started
Mhm.
off as a biology major. I wanted to be
Mm.
a PA. And so that kind of changed. I was like, I don't know if I'm really going to be as happy seeing myself in that role. And I
Mhm.
actually changed my major. So I switched. Stratcom was my minor, so I switched that.
Mhm.
And I'm actually blessed to be able to be working in a communications department in for a local hospital. So that kind of ties into both of my interests, and so I'm loving it.
Oh, that's great. So I'm going to ask all of you the same question. Who was your greatest role model? And I will start with Emily.
Wow, okay. That's a big one. But actually one of my biggest role models in dance and what grew my love for dance even more was my high school director. And I actually
Mhm.
was only able to dance with her for 1 year because she came in my senior year, which actually was COVID year. So I graduated in 2020.
Mhm.
It was a little short, but she just definitely inspired me and made me grow so much more as a dancer. And I attribute me growing as a dancer and being able to dance in college because of her, just because she pushed us so much more in my senior year and was always encouraging us to be better. Like if we had doubles, great. Okay, push for triples. So always
Mhm.
working to be a better dancer and just also a better person in life, and always treating everyone good with respect and kindness And yeah, so she has definitely inspired me to just be a better person in dance and also in life.
Did you ever tell her that?
I have actually, yeah.
Okay, good.
I told her, yeah, that she helped me a lot, grow so much more confidence before going to college, and that's definitely something that I needed.
And what was her name?
Her name is Shelby Lockerwitzer, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hello to her and thank you for that. Great. Miss Michelle, how about you?
I mean, it's so hard to pinpoint just one person. So I'm going to say all of the educators growing up, from probably my middle school director starting that way all the way through high school. I just felt I had an incredible set of teachers, and they always were very vocal in my strengths. So
Mhm.
their comments became the fuel that I kind of ran with, and just to kind of explore communication and to explore dance. And so educators are just so important. I think that they just create more leaders when they nurture everybody. So, shout out to Miss Kelly, shout out to Miss Alina, shout out to a bunch of people. I mean, I couldn't just name one. I have a lot of really good people behind me.
Oh, that's good. It's a good support system.
Yes.
And Mila?
So I'm Malene.
Millie. I'll get it right by the end.
I would have to say I am the oldest sibling. I'm the oldest of three younger siblings. And so I never really had an older sister, but we do have a family friend. Her name is Victoria Gonzalez. And growing up, I just thought she was the coolest thing. She did dance and I was doing dance, and I would always go to her high school football games and see them during halftime. And I would see her in her sparkly uniform, and I would see her after the games, and I would just be like, wow, I want to be her in the sparkling uniform, dancing in front of people, like everyone cheering them on. Like, I want to be that girl. And so she kind of inspired me to take dance to like the next level. She helped choreograph some of my solo routines in high school. And I just have to thank her for like really keeping me in the dance loop. Honestly, I don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't for her and her being so encouraging and inspiring. And I would also have to say, one of my high school dance directors, Miss Amanda Lockridge, she kind of came into my life towards the end of high school, and she just did a whole 360 on my dance career. She really was just inspiring. She made me a better dancer. She made me want to dance. And so to those two ladies, I have to thank a lot for where I am in my dance career.
Well, that's great. And so kind of going back to the six shooters, what have you found to be the most positive thing that you're surprised about being on the six shooters?
So recently, me and two other six shooters, Mariah and Lauren, we went and we were reading to the Floresville elementary schools, and just seeing those little kids' faces when we walked into the room and we were reading to them, it truly made my day. I love being involved in the community, and I love that this organization is so involved in the community as well, and just being a great mentor to the younger generations as well.
That's great. Michelle or Emily?
Okay. I was like, I don't know if I should speak now. Okay. So I am really happy with the way the program is being run, like our actual team. And I appreciate that, even though we don't have titles, we have workout leaders, we have kids camp leaders, we have social leaders, and we have sideline leaders. That's all four, right? So in a way, it kind of holds us all accountable, and it all allows us to serve the organization in a way that is beyond dance. And I really enjoy that.
And so for someone who's never been on the dance team, what are those four positions? What are their roles?
So workout leaders will start practice. So Emily's already done that for us, and she's led a practice, and we do a brief workout before our warm up, and they'll also guide us through a stretch that day. And then social leaders, I am one of them. We kind of nurture the team bonding and the cultural aspect of the program, and we bring good energy. And then Maylene, are you one of them?
I'm an appearance leader.
An appearance leader. So she's available in the community, and obviously she's doing a great job in her role by bringing up an appearance. And those are in charge of kind of coordinating when we go out into the community. And they're also the ones that will coordinate the team. Whoever's going to appear that day, they're the ones that are kind of in charge of that. And then sideline leaders are going to be the ones who choreograph sideline routines for us. So when we're cheering in the stands, they're the ones that are kind of taking charge there. And so all of us in our own way are serving each other. And it just creates a very nice synergy that I appreciate.
Nice. Emily?
For me, it's kind of adding on to what Michelle said. Coach Casey is absolutely amazing. I actually was texting her about something and I was like, oh, my job, this and that, whatever. And she was like, oh, what's your new job? I remember from tryouts, like you were looking for a job. And I was like, wow, she remembers and she's asking about me. So she is super amazing. And also all the women on the team, all the girls are so amazing. For me, I'm kind of one of the younger ones. And so to see them thriving, and a lot of them are school teachers and working with kids in dance. And so just for them to be thriving and also be able to balance this is so inspiring, because they all have different lives and are from different walks of life, but we come together and we get our work done and we still have fun. So yeah.
Well, I know if I don't ask this question, some of the men on the show are going to say, how come you didn't ask? So who's single, who's available, who's married, just so I can get the 411 out.
I'm married.
I am in a relationship of going on 4 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I am single.
All right, we got one single. You're going to hear all these bells going out. Ding, 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 ding.
There are a few sisters that are single, so I'm not trying to promote it, but.
So, Miss Michelle, how long have you been married?
I've been married since 2016. Where are we at now? Is that going to be? It's going to be 8 years. We're at 7.
Okay. Any children?
Well, that's probably the next step in my journey. Yes.
Oh, nice. Well, that's good. That's great. So I'm going to ask you, what's the best part of? Do you ever go to the practices? Do you ever see any of the players? Do you see them stretch? Anything like that?
I personally haven't been to any of the practices.
Okay.
So, but this Thursday we will be going to the Meet the Team event, and I believe we will be meeting some of the players there. So I look forward to that. I have met a few of the coaches, and they are just wonderful. They are some of the funniest, most respectful men I have met, and they crack me up. They're too funny.
Yes. I just want to kind of add to that. Our season is barely, kicking off. As we know, the first game is going to be, our home game is April 6th. So for me, since I'm new to the city, this is my first experience with indoor football, but I'm really excited because they've marketed it as, hockey and football. If they have a baby, like that's what it is here. And so I'm really excited to contribute to that energy and just kind of getting to know the organization and the people in the organization with our welcome party as we, explore the new headquarters. It's really fun to see how much support our owner is putting into this program, just with facilities and with, creating really motivating content for these guys. Like, these guys should be fired up because, man, they're hyping it up and we expect all the wins, That's right.
That's right. Emily?
Yeah, I also have not been to any of the practices, and I also will be at the Meet the Team on Thursday. So I'm excited to just see the culture. But everything that I've seen so far, everyone seems like a family. Literally, we are doing our countdown to the season with all of our introductions on Facebook and Instagram, and everyone's like, welcome to the family, welcome, like, we're happy to have you. So just that environment is so nice to have too. And also me, I have lived in Abilene for the past three and a half years, and so coming back, I'm lucky that I'm able to have people in my corner that are like my age, but like not from high school. So a different community and crowd. So yeah, I'm super excited.
Great. So I'm going to read a question. I don't know if y'all are familiar. I also cover the San Antonio Brahmas, and Brahma Babe was a cheerleader, and she's a great supporter for both teams, for the Brahmas and for the Gunslingers. And so she said, people really don't understand the commitment. And she has one more question. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Do you gals have field practice or allowed to practice on the field, or just the studio? See, that's a cheerleading question. I have no idea what that means. So go ahead.
I guess I can take a whack at it, and then we can all
Okay.
kind of, round robin it. But we are typically practicing on the weekend in a studio, but we will have field practices now starting this season. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say like the specifics of it, but before game day, we'll get in there. And then we also have a really long game day schedule period because we get on the field itself and we practice there. So we have 3 different areas where we can really get comfortable with our routines and where we can really, just hone in on our dancing.
Okay. So another question. So you may or may not be football fans, but besides the Gunslingers, before you knew about them, who was your favorite football team, and who was your favorite football player? And we can start with whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I want to go. My family, this is very controversial, but my family,
here we go. Starting a fight.
We are diehard Dallas Cowboy fans.
Woo-hoo!
That's not controversial. That's cool. Mm-hmm.
Philip will be very happy to hear that. Philip Higginbotham, he's my podcast brother.
No, me and my family, we are diehard Cowboy fans. So I am a Cowboys fan till the end.
Who's your favorite Cowboy player then?
Ooh, it's a good question. Like currently on the team or former?
No, you said your favorite team was the Cowboys. So who on the Cowboys was your favorite player or is your favorite player?
Ooh, okay. He's not with the Cowboys anymore, but I would have to say
who's that?
I know. It was Ezekiel Elliott.
I liked him too.
Yes.
He kind of got with that beard, it kind of got a little messy, and then he would do this. I kept thinking of him like eating cereal and it falling in his beard and kind of getting caught in there. So, but yes, I do miss him.
Or I would have to say CeeDee Lamb as well.
Okay, he's a good player too. Okay. How about Michelle?
Well, everybody's into the Cowboys and I'm like, I want to like them, but I want to like them because I like them. So like, it was really hard for me to pick a team, but I went to an LA Rams game recently and I really enjoyed the energy of that program and like their game day experience. And then they've been doing quite well over the past few years. So I think I'm going to announce to the world that my team is the LA Rams. I've never declared that before.
Oh, wow. How exciting. Good job.
Breaking news, guys. Breaking news.
All the Cowboy fans are going, boo.
I know. But I spent some time in LA, so I guess my heart is
okay.
kind of nice. Yes. And as far as favorite player, I don't know many because, again, I like the energy of football, but I don't keep up with the players. But I will say that one year, my husband made me do fantasy football because he was short a person, like they dropped. And I went in there and like didn't know anything, but I ended up number 2 that year. Just kind of like going with the flow. So Christian McCaffrey, thank you so much because you really helped me during fantasy football. You almost brought it home for me. So thank you.
So you do know one player. That's excellent.
I know.
Emily?
I didn't really grow up watching football or really any sports. My high school did not have a football team either. So
Where did you go to high school?
I'm a graduate of Providence High School, downtown, right by Central.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that because I'm a Shamrock sister. Okay.
Yeah. So,
I still like you, Emily. Don't worry. It's not your fault. You went to the wrong school. It's okay.
Hey, we still both support the Buttons, so there you go.
I still support the Buttons, so there.
But yeah, so I cheered for my football team in college, in undergrad, but as far as the NFL, I guess I'll have to say the Cowboys because basically everyone around me are diehard Cowboys fans. And a specific player, yikes. But I'll just say shout out to all the DCC. They're amazing women and so inspirational.
There you go.
Oh, good. Okay, so now here comes the tricky questions. Okay, tell me your favorite football movie and why.
Oh,
What's the one with Adam Sandler?
Oh God, you're asking me? I don't know. Somebody if someone's watching, give us the answer. What's the football movie with Adam Sandler? Or if you guys are good with Googling, you can Google it. Is it? It's
Yeah, I'm
not
gonna
The
Google it.
Longest Yard. No,
Yes,
right?
it is. You're
Is it
right.
really?
Yes, it
Okay.
is. Like
I
you
see
said
the
it,
answer.
and
Let me
it's
see. Someone says, okay, a water boy? Could it be
oh,
water
that
boy?
one's funny too. I guess I'm into Adam Sandler football movies. That's a weird realization to have. Both are funny. I just liked how many cameos were in The Longest Yard, and I like that it was a remake of. There was another one before that, wasn't there?
Yes, there was. There was.
Right. So I liked that movie because it had a blend of comedy and football, and it really hyped football up. So I like that one.
Nice.
Thank you for helping me with the title. I have to Google it and take forever. You got it right here, locked and loaded.
Boom, boom. Bang, bang.
Exactly.
That's my little slogan at the end of the podcast. I always go bang, bang.
I like it.
So anyway,
Oh.
it seemed appropriate at the time, but now it seems goofy. But go ahead. Movie.
So I think mine would either have to be The Blind Side
That's a good
or Rudy.
Both good.
Those
Very
are my two
inspirational.
favorite.
I will agree with Malene. The Blind Side is one of my favorite movies, aside from football movies.
Y'all believe I haven't seen that movie?
You haven't seen it?
No,
check
I
it
guess
out.
I'm
Yeah.
Another
totally
good one?
in the opposite direction. You guys are inspirational, and I'm like, let me get a good laugh.
No, that's good. Hey, we need that in life. We really do.
Yeah.
Another good one is I just had it on the tip of my tongue, but then I lost it.
Remember the title?
Something. It had to do with a football team in like I think it was Atlanta, and there was like an African American athlete, and there was some racism there. The Titans, something Titans,
Titans, yes.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
that was. And
Yes.
plus, was Denzel Washington that one? Was he?
Denzel.
No, he should be. I just love Denzel Washington. I love every movie that he's in. So I may not always remember the title, but I do like it. Okay, so I know there's always a controversy between us, and I say us meaning San Antonio and Austin, who has the better tacos, breakfast tacos. So I want you to name your favorite breakfast taco and where from. Here in San Antonio. We can't use Laredo, Michelle. Sorry.
I was gonna say I don't know if I can answer this.
I will have to say my favorite breakfast taco is chorizo and egg, 100% all the way. And
Okay.
I think there's it's like a chain in town, La Tapatia. Those are the best ones. They pack them like super there's a lot
Like a
in there.
burrito almost?
Yeah, bang for your buck. And going to live in Abilene, I was like, wow, I'm very spoiled in San Antonio. The Mexican food, the Tex-Mex food here is unmatched. You cannot get it anywhere else.
Oh, that's good. Good to know. I've heard that from other places. My stepdaughter, she was stationed in Dover, Delaware, and she was used to making tacos. And so, like, she went to the grocery store and she couldn't find tacos. She had to go to a gas station
The
to
Laredo
buy
Taco
tortillas.
Company.
Is that crazy or what? And that was a military base over there in Dover, Delaware. And I was like, oh my God. And so you don't realize how good you have it here in Texas until you go somewhere else and you're like, man, I really miss Texas.
Mm-hmm. I would have to say my favorite place is La Sorpresa. And my go-to is a bean and cheese with bacon and a potato, egg, and cheese.
I like potato. Now, the bacon, do you like it cut up in the potato neck or do you like it in a strip? Because
I like it in the strip.
Okay. Just checking.
I'm like taking notes because I have nothing to contribute for this conversation.
You don't eat breakfast tacos?
I mean, I do, but I don't know the places yet. I'm like sticking in my little bubble of work, I guess, and I'm gonna take all these offers up and try them all out.
Okay. Next question. What's either the top 2 or top 3 songs on your playlist when you want to get motivated?
Ooh.
I like the song "I Am Here" by Pink, and it's really.
I saw her in concert. I love her.
She's great. Yeah, I've seen her too. She's incredible. I also like "Need You" by Dylan Francis. It's a DJ. When I'm tired and I'm running, I play that one immediately, and I crank back up. And then anything, either I guess Pitbull or Rihanna.
Okay.
That's gonna pump me up, I think.
Nice. A nice selection. I like that.
Mine would have to be. Oh, Emily, do you want to go?
No, it's okay. You can go.
Okay. Mine would have to be "Going for a Ride" by Justin Gallegos. He's actually a local musician here in San Antonio.
Really?
And yes, he is.
And what kind of music is it? Like Tejano, country,
Country.
indie?
It is country music. I am a big country music girl.
Okay.
So probably "Going for a Ride" is number one. But then also, I would have to say anything by Carol G. I am a huge Carol G fan, and I love her music.
Nice.
I would say when I'm gonna run or I need inspiration to like go work out, I will listen to Pitbull, but I will also listen to another artist, and her name is Jess Glynn. So love her.
Okay. Well, I like a whole bunch of music. I like jazz. I like a little bit of rock. But right now I'm into indie music. And I guess that's because my daughter's into it. But I like the Wallows. I think I said it right. The Wallows. Do y'all know that
Yes.
band? Well, you know,
I think I know a few songs.
the singer was one of the main characters in that TV show 13 Reasons.
13 Reasons Why.
Yes. Do you remember that? It was like
Yes.
a couple years ago. Anyway, so I can't remember his name right now, but he's one of the main singers in that group. So I just love him. Okay, next question. If you could be a superhero, who would it be?
Who wants to go
I'll
first?
tell you, okay, when I go through the drive-thrus and they say, "What's your name?" I always say Wonder Woman. You know, because at least in the drive-thru when they say order for, why say RC, right? Well, I can be Wonder Woman, right? Even if it's just through the drive-thru. So they have to say order for Wonder Woman. That's me. So I do that. So anyway, that's just a little bit of my silliness.
Could we do like I guess to me Mulan is like that kind of superhero.
She's a character, Disney character.
Yeah, she's a princess, but she's like an unorthodox Disney princess, and I like that about her. So I like that she's strong, and I like that she's willing to go against the grain. So, yeah, I don't need special powers necessarily. I just feel like I need some confidence, and Mulan gives me that energy. So,
and you know what? That could be a special power. You know,
Yes.
Nowadays I work in the public schools. I'm actually a speech language pathologist. So I work with children with disabilities, and I see one of the biggest changes in a student is when like they're learning language or their sounds is the confidence that they grow by being able to even just make a sound, or the confidence that they're able to answer a WH question or to, you know, come up with a new vocabulary word. So confidence, even though people may not see it as, you know, a superhero strength, it really is. It's a special power.
I agree. It's literally like the only thing you need really at the beginning to start going after your dreams.
That's true. That's true. And y'all have a lot of confidence. So that's great. Woman power. Woo!
I think that I would say, especially after the movie, is Barbie, just because she inspires anyone to be whoever they want to be, and it's up to you. You can make your own choices and decide what career in life that you want to be, and yeah.
That's great.
RC, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think I'd want to be Wonder Woman solely because she stands for honesty and strong-minded people.
Yeah, that's great. You know, the one question I did have about Wonder Woman, if she has an invisible airplane, how does she know where she parked it?
That's a great question.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think, you know, like when I lose my car, I put the alarm on and I heard beep, beep, and then I can kind of find it where it is, you know? But she didn't have that. So how did she find that airplane?
Yeah, I'm lost in an HEB parking lot, and I got all the tools in my hands. So I don't know how she does it, but that's why she's Wonder Woman.
I don't know, but that would be a good one. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the tables. I'm going to allow you, each one of you, to ask me a question.
Okay, I want to jump in. And so, RC, how do you manage to stay so involved with the Gunslingers despite the fact that you have a busy schedule being a speech language pathologist? Like, how do you balance it all?
Um, well, it kind of goes back to 6 years ago. So my daughter, her name is Francesca, she was studying sports management. And I wanted to do whatever I can as a mom, right, to be a positive role model for her. I was a single mom for many years, right? And so you struggle with that guilt, like, maybe I should have done this, or maybe I could have done this better. And so whenever I can to be a positive role model, I would say she's my purpose, right? I may have given her birth, but she gave me life. I mean, she gave me purpose for living. And so there was an audition for like a podcaster for football, and I was like, I'll do it, right? So I said, do you have to know a lot about football? And they're like, nah, you'll be fine, right? So I did the interview. I got the position with Leo and Philip. First show, producer's like, wow, you really don't know football. I was like, dang it. So I went home crying to my husband. They said, I don't know anything about football. He's like, you don't. And he goes, stay in your lane. And I was like, you know what? I just want to be a good mom, right? And I know I'm a good cheerleader. So I used my attributes. So when I came back, that's when I started the mom to mom episodes. That's when I started talking about the tailgating, the different shots, the different merchandise. Where's the porta potty? How come there's not enough porta potties? All the stuff that deals with football that women are involved with, but a lot of men aren't talking about it. And so when the Gunslingers had their cheerleaders, oh my God, it was like, oh, like heaven to me, something I can really talk about, And so I keep focused that's my purpose. So she ended up getting her bachelor's. She's working on her master's, or she finished her master's. She's doing her second year internship with the Gunslingers. So I stay focused. Everything I do, and like I said, she is my purpose. I try to do whatever I can to be a positive mom, role model, for her. So you just do it. I'm also actually going back to school for my PhD. And then I also cover the San Antonio Brahmas. So, but I feel like I'm the cheerleader for you guys who have that dream to still cheering, still being a positive role model. I'm the cheerleader. I'm like the team mom for the players, because we all have a dream. And if I can do my part, which is come on a podcast and brag about y'all, that's so easy. I can do that. You know what I mean? Don't ask me to do splits. Don't ask me to do a cartwheel, because I can't do all that. But to brag about women and how they're positive and good role models, and how I can help fulfill your dreams and players' dreams and the team's dream, call me. I'm your number one gal.
Well, I appreciate that, because all it takes is a little bit of space for people to really just have that opportunity to, show off their strengths or to feel support from somebody. So thank you for creating space, RC.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You should get that on your shirt too. What'd you say? It was like a perfect sentence. I gave birth to her, but she gave me life. You need to put that on a shirt.
Okay, I think my question is, what is your favorite restaurant in San Antonio?
More notes.
Oh, that is a good one. Okay, so I really like Italian food. And my go-to, like my comfort, is Olive Garden, right? And I like it because they hit those little mints at the end of the dinner. I really like those. Those are the best. I don't know. I could probably get them anywhere else, but they taste better after the meal from Olive Garden. So I'm going to go ahead and say Olive Garden. I know that the Gunslingers have a really great sponsor with the pizzeria. Who can remember the name?
Oh,
no. It's with an M? Did Emily say it?
It's with an M.
An M, yeah. That's where they have the podcast, Brandon, on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
We should know, but that's my second favorite Italian restaurant.
That's exactly right. Yes.
Yes. We're all going to eat there. Yes. Love it.
Okay. My question to you would be, if you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Oh my gosh.
Emily's getting deep.
There's so much that I've learned through my years. But I guess the one thing is that you have to learn to love yourself. There's going to be so many people telling you, no, you can't do this, or don't do this, or you shouldn't do this. But if you have self-love, that will carry you a long way, even in your darkest times. You really, and then of course the love of Jesus Christ, right? But yeah, you have to love yourself. There's so much negativity sometimes in this world, and it's easier sometimes to put someone down than to bring them up. And so just love yourself, even from like your head to your toe, everything in between. You got to love it. You got to love it.
Yes. Can I ask one more question?
Sure, of course.
Okay. So for somebody who would be coming to the game for the first time, how would you describe the game day experience and what is your favorite part?
Okay. So totally exciting. I mean, like the energy is super high. Like even when you walk in, very family friendly, tons of kids, everyone's excited. And so I've been very honored that they have these trucks, right? I think after the first quarter, and the cheerleaders are in the back at the bed of the truck, and they shoot and they kind of throw the t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I get to go on that truck. And I asked Jordan yesterday, can I still do it? Because now we have more cheerleaders, He's like, yes, you can do it. So that's my highlight. Of course, I have to work on my throwing skills, because the first year I would throw it and it'd go right down on the field. It wouldn't even make it to the stands. So I'm getting better. I think I have like a couple of weeks and I'm going to start practicing. I got weights that my husband bought me. And so I am going to get to the seats. I will. That's my goal for this season.
You should get with the 6-shooter Krista, because she said she's been practicing her throwing.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Well, and then that's my highlight, right? And then the second highlight, and you guys haven't experienced it, but when you will, it's going to be, to me, life-changing to see it, because there's the girls that come to the game, the little girls, they're going to come up to you and ask for your autograph. And they're going to ask to take pictures with you. And they're going to look at you like you are Wonder Woman, like you are Milan, like, you know what I mean? They're really going to look up to you. So when I say that the Gunslinger have chosen a wonderful group of ladies, because you are the next generation's role models. I mean, you may not know it now, but after the first game, you will see it, you will feel it, and you will feel like you can change the world, because you are. April's changing the world. Miss Stephanie is changing the world, because back in the day, I had no female role models that were in sports. We just didn't,
Yeah.
And I remember there was a basketball team here. There was all women. They were called the Silver Stars. And I took my daughter Francesca to it. And I promise you, that is what started her passion for sports, because she actually saw a woman on the field playing sports, So now we have all 3 educated women, young women, mother, single, dating, all for one purpose, right? For cheering, continuing your goals, being a positive role model. So come back to me after that first game, and I want you to describe that feeling when that little girl comes up to you and says, oh, can you sign this? Can I take a picture with you? Because it will change your heart. It changes my heart to see it, and the same thing with the players, right? The boys look up to them, so a lot of people are like, I don't want to go see the Gunslingers. They're not professional. Well, you know what? There's so much more there besides just a football being thrown down the field. There's dreams. The high school players who go say, you know what? I could do that. You know what I mean? There's little girls going and say, you know what? I could be that cheerleader, So it's more than just a football. It's more than just 10 yards. It's more than just a touchdown or a field goal. It could change and inspire people. And that's why I do what I do. And I think you will see that after your first game, that you are an inspiration to the young ladies here in San Antonio. And that's why it was so important for me to bring y'all on, because y'all are rookies. And I guarantee you, it's like a fire that's going to burn in you, and you're going to want to do more and more and more and more. So, wow, these are some really good questions. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I'm going to put my glasses on to see if any questions are in the chat, because I can't really do 2 things. Let's see. Oh, Brahma Mama had to jump off. Let's see. Oh, Lindsay Burton. Anyone know a Lindsay Burton?
Yeah, she's one of our 6-shooters.
Okay, so she says we love SLPs. Yay! So I love you too if you're an SLP. Let's see. Juan Garcia
The
says,
Little
what about the
Giants.
Little Giants? Okay,
That's a good movie. Oh, I forgot
That is
about
a good
it.
movie.
Way to go, Juan.
Way to go. Let's see. Brahma Babe says any given Sunday. Juan Garcia says, bang, bang, guns up. Okay, he watches the podcast. Let's see. The longest yard. Juan Garcia said, the water boy. Brahma Mama says, can't. That's me. Let's see what else. So yeah, so those are a lot some of the questions that came in the comments. So I'm excited that people got involved. So again, if someone was like on the fence about, I don't know if I should go to this, what's this arena football, blah, blah. Give me 3 words or a sentence or whatever you want to say to the fans of the people of San Antonio. Come out, support the 6-shooters, support the Gunslingers. This is your chance to rile them up and get those people coming in the Joe Freeman Coliseum.
My 3 are going to be fun, exciting, and memorable.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
Mine would have to be action-packed, intense, and fun.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
You said we could do a sentence, right?
You can say a whole paragraph if you want. You can do whatever you want, girl.
I guess I'd say, that this is something different from what you do in everyday San Antonio. So if you want something different, and if you want something that is full of adventure, come and try an indoor arena football game with the San Antonio Gunslingers.
Very good. And so just kind of go over. So Thursday, what's going on Thursday?
We have our Meet the Team event at the Gunslingers facility. And y'all can come on out, come mingle with the players, come mingle with us 6-shooters. We will be there, and we can't wait to meet everyone. Very
good. And then, so I know the first watch party is going to be Sunday, April 1st. It's going to be at the main event off of 410 and 151. The game starts at 8:00 p.m. And so I think usually you get there like an hour before, and they're going to have merchandise. They're probably going to have some raffles. They've done that in the past. I know they have some really good food there, and they have a really good, nice facility. So they have in the whole area, and it'll be just for the San Antonio Gunslingers fans. So any last words that you want to say before we say goodbye? It's been so much fun.
Yes, it's been a great time. I want to say thank you for the opportunity to represent the 6-shooters organization. And, we're going to pick up our season, but for anyone thinking about auditioning in the future, Coach Casey said it best, like opportunities to dance as an adult are counted on one hand. And this is a great opportunity and program for you to consider if you want to dance as an adult. I've had a great time. I can't wait for what's to come. And I just highly encourage any young woman or, anyone who wants to dance, like come to 6-shooters. That's where it's at.
That's right.
Yes, I'm just going to second Michelle with that. And also thank you, RC, for inviting us on here and just hanging out with us.
I know I think your first time, or many of y'all's first time being on a podcast, but what do you think? It's not bad, right?
It was fun. I liked this.
Just chatting.
Hanging out,
So I would have to say I'm honestly just truly grateful for this organization overall. I've met so many amazing people because of it. Like you, RC, you put it best. This is truly one of the best organizations in San Antonio. And I'm just so honored to be a part of it and all the amazing things it comes with.
I think someone says, call me. Let's see. What does it say? I got to put my glasses on. Lindsay says, y'all are amazing. I see. I couldn't even read it. I heard call me, and it's not even says that. It says, y'all are amazing. What a wonderful episode. It's going to be a great season. Guns up. Very good. And let's see. We have Lauren over here, and she says, you guys are amazing. Love the energy. So exciting. So we're probably going to end it here. And like I said, I wanted to bring y'all on after the first game, and I want y'all to talk about your experience. And I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You're really going to love it. And, the Gunslingers, the leadership, the ownership, top notch, And so when you go to the event on Thursday and you see that facility, because I've already been there twice. I went there before it was completed, and then I went last weekend for a practice. It's just, it's like a place where it's so professional, so high class. It's I'm not a football player, but if I was, that would be like my dream place. I would love to hang out there. Like they have a kitchen, they have these huge showers, they have lockers, they have weights, great parking, right? Because some people are like, oh, parking's bad. It's not bad at all. It's easy breezy, you know, right off the highway. So again, thank you guys so much for coming. I look forward to a great season. Now, is there any camps for young ladies that can attend, or that already passed?
We
Or
are
might
in the
not
midst
be
of planning that. So we'll be sure to hop back on this follow-up episode, hype
Yeah,
up the
for
game's
sure.
experience that we went through it all in the first game. And then, you know, hopefully we'll have some kids camp information for you then.
Okay, great. And then I look forward to seeing y'all. Hopefully, on Thursday I'll be there at the watch party on Monday. For sure, the first game. When is the first game again?
April 6th.
April 6th. That's just around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all like have to like do like special exercises? Because I was gonna try out for the six shooters, but the criteria was a two-piece. And you don't want to see all this in two-piece. So I was like, you know what? I'll scratch that off my list. But oh my God, you know, do you guys have to do special exercises to able to maintain that beautiful body in that lovely uniform?
Emily?
Yeah.
There's nothing specific that we have to do, but we do maintain, even though on the weeks that we don't have practice in person at the studio, we still send in videos and make sure that we are staying accountable for ourselves and also to each other. So yeah.
Nice. Well, the one thing I love about the Gunslingers and the six shooters, y'all keep it classy. I talk about that a lot on the podcast with the other leagues and the other teams, cheerleaders. They look like they're working out. Like that's the best you could do. So keep it classy. That's one thing, because I can't say enough about our six shooters. We've always shown a lot of class, very ladylike, very polite, you know, and some of the other teams, no bueno, you know. You should need to look at yourself before you walk out that door and on the field, ladies, you know, because they're not even considered costumes. So y'all look beautiful, and I can't wait to see y'all.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Okay, I think I have to like take y'all off. I'm not sure. Let me go stop live. Maybe that might be the first step. Let's see.
You forgot to do your thing.
Oh, what? Oh, bang, bang. Yeah, but
That's
Philip
right.
says 210 has something to say. And then I go, bang, bang. And then Leo goes, so there we go. With that, thank you everybody for watching. Please share, tag yourself if you need to. Let's get the word out that the six shooters are here to stay. Gunslingers are here to stay. And bang, bang. Let me see your guns
Bang,
up.
bang. Come see us April 6th. All of us will be there.
All right. Woo!